Hello, friends, and welcome back. Today is the 15th, so it is Club La La Land Crafts Reveal Day, and I've got my gorgeous little package here. I'm going to open it up and show you what we get inside. And this month's kit is a very adorable winter scene. So first, I'm going to show you the dies, and I've already cut them out with some white cardstock just to kind of show you the scale of everything. And like always, they've got the beautiful stitch detail around them. Here's your little mountain range with it's got a lot of detail on those little snow caps there, so super cute once you've die cut them all out, and they match perfectly on the top of, there's one for each of the little peaks there of the mountain. You've got this little snow pile here, which is super cute when you layer these up, again with that detail all around the outside. I know I cut it out in white. I wasn't really thinking about it when I did it, so that you really can't see it very well, but you will definitely see it in the projects that I make. We've got a little ice rink here, and we've got some adorable little pine trees, so it makes for a great scene, little winter scene, which goes perfectly with our little stamps. Here's an A2 size card base to show you the scale of everything. Just kind of layer those up and go to town. So we're going to start with Warm Hugs Marci. And here is what size she is on a card base. You know, she is just the perfect size for so many different techniques. I love her. And here are the Winter Piggies. And I'm going to stamp these out so that we can take a really good look at them. You can see them. But you know how these red rubber stamps are. They are absolutely gorgeous, and they stamp out beautifully every single time. So here is Warm Hugs Marci, and she has sending warm hugs and lots of love, and then joyful winter wishes. And here's the Winter Piggies, and they've got we. It's beginning to look a lot like winter and skating by with a winter high, and that goes really well with each one of them. It's got the skates, one of them is sledding, the other one's playing with the snowman. This is the first card that we're going to make, and I'm going to show you how I put all of this together, the coloring and all. And this is the one that is the members only project. So this one will be available if you are a club subscriber, which I will leave links below so that you can hop on over there after you watch this video and sign up to become a club member. And all of the design team members, every single one of us does a member only project. So, and I try to make my projects not just a card. I try to make it something either interactive or gift giving or something like that, just to give you some other options for what to do with your little club kits when they come in. It's not just for cards. You can do so many awesome things with this, and you will see for the rest of this month that I did 2 gift giving projects for you. So I think you're really going to love this kit this month. So I'm going to start by coloring her up, and while I'm coloring, I sped it up a lot so it won't take a super long time to color her in, but I left all the colors there, and they're also underneath the, they'll be in the description, all the colors that I used to color her in. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the kit since we have a little bit of time. So it's a monthly subscription. There are 3 different plans available. One where you get the whole kit and caboodle, which is this one right here. There's also a stamp-only kit and a die-only kit available. You will receive on your product sheet a link to the special download page just for the subscribers, so that's only for you, where you get the downloadable tutorials that are made by the design team. In your kits, what you will get in your kit will not be available in the shop for at least 6 months to a year. So you are getting exclusive stuff that nobody else can play with for anywhere from 6 months to a year. The kits are always revealed on the 15th, and they begin shipping on the 18th. And let's see, what else? There's a Facebook page, so if you would like to see all of the stuff that we're posting or post what you're making with the kit, because we would love to see what you're doing with the kit, you go over to the Facebook page and subscribe to that. And like I said, I'm going to link everything below, so you will have everything that you need to just kind of hang out with us and play with the Club La La Land craft kits. So for this Marci, because I'm going to use her on that card that I made, I'm just going to kind of explain my card a little bit. So I started out with a completely different idea for my card, and you'll see once I start making it that it kind of looks like I skipped a whole step, and I kind of did, because I made it, hated it, ripped it all apart, and what you see when we start actually making the card is what I salvaged from the original card that I liked and I wanted to continue on with. So I had already made the entire card when I was just absolutely hated it. So what I hated about the original card, and I changed it up on the second one, is I had tried to make um, the background with the using my the laminator. So I took the laminator sheet and I sprinkled. I think I saw Jennifer McGuire do this one. I sprinkled the embossing powder in it and some sparkly stuff, and then I ran it through the laminator, and that part looked really good. But what happened was the laminating sheet itself had these like waves and bumps in it that when I put my card together, it looked horrible. I absolutely hated it. So to fix that, I still wanted to have that kind of middle part um, where it kind of looked like there was layers to the card. So you have your background, and then I wanted that laminated sheet with the snow falling and the sparklies in between, and then the frame, and then Marci. So I kind of, to fix that, what I did is I got some heat embossable uh, acetate, and I took one of those emboss it pens and I put little dots all over it, all over the acetate sheet. I used the ultrafine white embossing powder by Ranger, and then I heat set that to make like a snowy um, background that I could have as the middle layer between my mountainy background and Marci and the sentiment. So because you don't see all of that when we make the actual card, I figured I should probably explain it to you before it's just boom there on the screen and you're like, what happened? How did we do that? So that's how we did that. So I'm just going to finish up the last little bit of my coloring of Marci here. And the color palette for her actually in the original card wasn't there, but you'll see it in this card because I use it as my background for the actual card. So you'll see it here, and you'll see where I got my color palette idea from once we start. See that paper right there? That's the paper color palette that I used to create Marci. So here is what I was talking about. So that's what I've trimmed down. Originally that background piece was A2 sized, and I've trimmed it way, way down, and here's that piece of acetate that has the embossing powder on it. So what I'm going to do is layer this all up. So I'm going to take my pattern paper, and this is just a pattern paper from my stash, but I absolutely loved the colors, and I thought they would be so cute together on Marci's clothes. So that's how come she's wearing what she's wearing. I'm going to attach that acetate sheet to one of the scalloped stitched. Basically what I did was I just cut out the center of that. That's a Club La La Land die, which I also used for the second project, and I just trimmed out the center to make a frame. That's all I did. Now I'm going to pop that up so that there's layers. So there's my background, then there's the acetate, then there's the frame. I'm going to attach that to the middle of my card, and then we're going to pop up Marci and place the sentiment, sending warm hugs and lots of love. And then I'm just going to kind of fussy around for a minute, try to figure out where I want, because I really wanted the little snowman. He fit into the other card a little bit better than he does on this one, but I was determined to use him. So I'm just going to kind of mess around till I figure out where I'm going to stick him. And that looked like a good spot. And then I have these little sprinkles. They're little snowflake sprinkles, and I'm going to add those to the card, just a couple of them, just to give it a little bit more dimension. So once I get these all glued down, I'll give you here's a close-up of the card, and I will leave you with a couple pictures. I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you again, especially if you guys are already subscribers. Please go over and check out the member-only section, and if not, and you want to subscribe, I will leave links down below. I think you guys are going to love this kit, and I will see you again later in the month with 2 more projects from the October Club La La Land Crafts Club kit. Have a great week. Bye-bye.